Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to BuckleBomb Presents, Thursday's show of reviewing Wednesday night's shows, AEW Dynamite and NXT. I'm your host, Sarah out of Syracuse, New York. In today's discussion, or today's Get to Know You Better, we'll talk, personal favorite Royal Rumble moments, since the Royal Rumble is Sunday. For me, it was when Austin entered. It was either number 1 or 2. Just dominating, eliminating everybody, and he gives sitting at the top of the rope and just giving the bring up the next person kind of moment.
Yeah, that was a good moment actually. Yeah,
he didn't even actually win.
No, not that year.
Hi everybody, I'm Orlando from Fort Lauderdale. For me, it has to be when Lita came back for the first women's Royal Rumble. I marked out. I was like, what? Lita? I love Lita. Like, she's the best, So I was like very happy that she got that reaction because she deserved it. I block off that retirement moment that she had. That is blocked off my mind.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never happened.
Exactly. Thank you, Sarah. See, you agree with me.
I'm Daniel, and I object to this question because it's totally not fair, and I was not prepared for this because I have so many Royal Rumble moments that I love. But to keep it with the comedy side of things, I'm going to go with last year when Otis saved Mandy Rose from being eliminated.
That was a good one. Oh, you know what? Best comedy moment for the Royal Rumble was when Santino he still holds the record as being eliminated in 1 second.
Right.
It's that.
It was timed so well. It was so good. It was so good. Listen, Santino Marella, regardless of how you feel about him, he was a good, comic character for wrestling. It was well deserved. So many moments that he's had in his career, Well,
I think he's great.
How do you guys feel about the Kofi moments, every Rumble where he has that weird or wacky save?
Well, it's so
We're
cool.
not going to have one this year. I'm sad about that, though.
It's cool to see him be so creative, though, and for them to let him, figure out something new with that every year. It's nice to have one of those little things that you can look forward to in a Rumble. Unfortunately, we won't get it this year, though.
Yeah, my one moment.
He is on the the cover, the main photo for Royal Rumble. So maybe he makes a surprise return.
Maybe, I never know. But I remember once where he was on top of somebody, and then I think the person put him on the table. He was beating him up, and then the ref was stopping him, and he was on the table, and it was like, how the hell are you gonna get over?
My favorite one is the one where he's, kind of over by the fans, where the walkway is, and he's on the barricade and just gets that running start and jumps up.
It's a good thing that if one of those fans decide to push him, I think a lot of people would have been pissed about it.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Another comedy moment. A very divisive character, Eugene, comes in the ring, and the first thing he does is try to shake somebody's hand when he gets into the Rumble. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Oh, Eugene.
Oh,
Yeah,
Eugene.
Eugene. Hey, listen, best moment I have to say is Beth Phoenix when she eliminated the Great Khali. I still that moment that's a highlight for her throughout her whole career.
Yes.
You know. So,
Do you think we see another woman enter the men's rumble this year?
I don't think so.
If
Not
it's anybody,
this year.
it'll be Alexa Bliss.
Or I would say Nia Jax,
Ooh.
maybe.
No. I think maybe what he's saying is because of Alexa Bliss, because of the Fiend.
Yeah, right.
That would, that would make some sense.
Mhm.
Okay, I like that.
I didn't come up with that theory, but it makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So let's start out with AEW. My notes are a bit out of order here, so we're going to go a little out of order. First, we'll talk about Hangman Adam Page versus Ryan Nemeth, the Hollywood Hunk, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler's little brother.
Mm-hmm. Which he kind of wrestled like as his brother, because like a lot of the moveset that he was doing was his brother's.
I'm sure they probably trained quite a bit together.
Well, no, I mean like he was trained in NXT. I think he was signed with NXT for like a few years. That's how he knew Brody Lee, because like he was in NXT.
Okay.
So it was like I think it was FCW/NXT. So it was like around that time period. Mm-hmm.
I think Matt coming out is interesting. It's a good way to detract from the Dark Order story, which makes me think that they're going to do something with that in the future and try to make you not think about it for a little while. We also didn't see him, come out later to help the Dark Order against the Elite, which I also found was interesting. And I also think it's their way of getting Hangman over to Impact.
Ooh, that's a good. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all
overall,
I got.
the match overall was pretty decent too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was decent. I mean, it was more showcasing like what Adam Page can do, and then like the whole Matt Hardy situation. I'm just wondering if they're gonna like team up, or if they're gonna be like nemesis, like like the next feud for Adam Page, so he could build up his getting some more wins and stuff. So.
Well, Matt's clearly full of shit, right? Because he's been this kind of heel character for a minute, right? So wait, what are they doing? Like, are they
Well, the private, for those that follow BTE, Private Party and Heyman Adam Page have a little bit of rivalry going on.
Exactly.
With what?
So maybe it's a giant ruse just to get more sympathy for Hangman.
I don't want to watch BTE. I'm sorry. It's like, can they just put it on?
It's nothing that's going on. It's nothing that's going on currently. It was back.
But you're just saying like part of it is like in the show, so I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, this goes way back. But hey, I thought we made a deal way back that we were going to start watching Impact and you'd start watching BTE. Didn't we make that deal? I think that happened. Yeah. That's archived, Orlando. That's in the books.
Okay, I'll watch this week's episode. Okay, since I had Sarah watch Impact. Okay, fine. Okay.
And everyone,
we're sacrificing. We're watching an hour show
in perpetuity. It's just something
we're watching an hour show, and BTE is what 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's done. I thought it was like a 45-minute show. What are you talking about?
Once in a while.
It's usually pretty short.
Okay. Anyways, move it along. Anyways.
Knock it out on half of it on the toilet, half of it while you're making coffee. It's over.
Okay. I'll do that.
So next matched up, we'll talk about Chris Jericho and MJF of the Inner Circle versus the Varsity Blondes.
MJF is working really well as a heel here. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
He's being a prick, which of course he is a prick. And there's like little seeds that they're trying to put here, because it seems like he's about to screw over Chris Jericho, but it's more screwing over Sammy Guevara.
Yeah. Agree.
I think the Varsity Blondes look great. I think they are an awesome tag team to have. I know they're going to lose for a while. Then I'm fine with that. But I mean, they're bringing Griff Garrison along so nicely that they don't even act like he's Jungle Boy anymore. So and now they don't want the two confused. Right. Fuck is Griff Garrison.
They should dress up one of these, like probably this year's Halloween. They should dress up as each other, like Jungle Boy as like Griff Garrison, and then vice versa.
I think that Sammy and MJF are going to swerve us and pull one over on Jericho.
What? Oh, that's a little twist. Okay.
I think they're gonna either briefly or long term work together before they finally explode. But I think that they're gonna put it over on Jericho.
Interesting.
Also, I kind of wanted to know what Jericho's thoughts are. Having wrestled with Brian Pillman, now wrestling with his son.
I think he doesn't mind. I think, look, there's a lot of these young guys that he's wrestling with that probably never seen most of his career, Like, he wrestled Top Flight, which they started watching wrestling, in 08, 09? Where Jericho wasn't even a part of WWE at that time.
Right. He works a lot like his dad does. And in certain ways, he's not like his all over the place, but he has like short bursts of that.
Yeah. You can definitely see his father's influence.
But he works really well, but I like it. And plus with Griff Garrison, like, it's a good tag team. I just want them to start getting some wins.
They get him here and there in dark, but I'd like to see him get some Dynamite wins.
Yeah.
I want to see him join the Dark Order and then get upset. And then that makes Silver and Reynolds upset and they leave the Dark Order.
Oh, did you see Dark? Did you see how like Brian Pillman picked a fight with Brody Jr.?
No, but that's awesome. I'm really upset.
That was awesome, though.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch
that was cute, though.
That's what I'm.
That was cute, though.
Okay, so we got Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston. I believe that's the one that started out the show.
Oh, but that bump that he took to the outside. Oh, his hips, his back.
Yeah. But obviously it was okay.
Yeah. I mean, he got the W, so he probably got paid more for that. So
I didn't think that they were going to let him take another L.
Until when?
I don't know if you guys saw, but they announced for next week's Beach Break, Eddie Kingston versus Lance Archer in a lumberjack match.
Cool.
Yep.
Lance Archer will win that. This is going to be some 50-50 booking.
I have a feeling that they'll probably swerve us again, and then Kingston wins again. Because like with the lumberjacks, they're going to be everybody fighting, and then and then Allie again will probably try to get herself involved. So,
I'll take that bet. My money's on it.
We shall see.
It's on murder.
So, in my point of view, possibly the swerve of the night, we had Dax Harwood versus Jungle Boy with Cash and Tully handcuffed to Luchasaurus on the outside.
Which this was an amazing match, I have to say. This was match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Very well done, very well paced. Like Jungle Boy he's waiting to be a single star.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
They're just waiting to push him to the moon. They got the music now. The crowd's chanting it the whole time. He's getting great work. They're putting these great things
don't
together.
know. I like the name Jungle Boy, but it's just I don't know if he needs to like. There has to be like a name that's like Tarzan.
They're gonna cut his hair off.
You think so?
They're gonna shave his head. There's gonna be a hair match. Something bad's gonna happen to his hair. I'm telling you.
Oh,
he's actually talked about it on AEW's Unrestricted podcast a week or two ago. Jungle Express was on, and he said at some point he does plan to cut his hair.
But how short?
They're gonna shave it off. I guarantee you. They're gonna shave it.
No, I don't know if he could pull off a bald look though.
But think of the heat. Think of the heat. The great heat for somebody.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, they on that podcast they talked about Luchasaurus was having a new mask designed for him when it was easier to see and breathe out of. So that's probably why they had FTR destroy the other one last night.
About time, because that mask, I'm sorry, it was like it looks like it was almost falling apart in a sense, or it was I don't know, like he needed a new mask. So
I think he's had that one for a few years at least. So
I live, yeah, because I remember he wrestled that in what was it? Was he in Impact or Ring of Honor? I forget.
I think he was
Yeah,
in Ring of Honor.
yeah, and he wrestled with that thing. So
Mm-hmm.
so that's like what 2017, 2018. So yeah, a while.
I mean, he's been a dinosaur for what, 64 million years, roughly.
So we
Yeah, you should be
say.
used to it by now.
But he cut off his horns. I felt bad. I was like, no, not the horn.
And then threw it into the crowd.
It's animal
Yep.
cruelty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come on, that was the worst joke ever, but I could have at least gotten like a pity laugh. Come on.
Ha, ha.
Thank
Ah,
you.
there you go.
Thank you very much. I don't ask for much.
But it,
God, killing me out here. Leave me out to die.
Wait, where are you at again?
I'm in a hotel room in Mississippi,
Oh, Lord.
turning tricks and drinking out of plastic cups.
Your wife must be so proud.
She is. He takes the pieces of paper to the set, then he leaves again.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
And then he goes back. He's got a lanyard and everything.
ooh,
Nice.
Oops, you didn't see that. I wasn't supposed to show that. It's not a real thing.
Ooh.
Cell Block
Not
C.
real.
So we'll talk about the few promos they had last night. John Moxley discussing the six-man tag next week with Pac and Rey Fenix.
You
Yep.
mean a
He like.
trios match?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead. Roland.
No, it's coming. No, it is coming this year. I have a feeling they're going to try to introduce that soon. There's too many trios now. They have to introduce that. You know,
Mhm.
but it's funny. His promo is just like he likes it. He likes his coffee hot. He likes his water room temperature. He likes to have sex in the morning.
And his beer cold.
Yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with their cold beer, but
Mm-hmm.
but don't waste your beer after it gets warm. Still drink it.
Yeah, that's on you. That's alcohol.
What?
abuse. Ha! 2 in a row. 2 bad jokes in a row. What's up?
Ha, 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 ha. There.
So we'll just mute you for a few minutes until you're ready to be civilized.
Oh, God. Anyways.
But there are
But
some.
you know what? But going back to John Moxley's promo though, I like the fact that he brought up everybody's history. Like he said, like about how the Triangle has an issue with Eddie's family, and of course they still have they have a problem with the Bucks, and then he has a problem with the Bucks because they're saving the what's it called the Good Brothers and Omega and stuff. So I like the fact that he was bringing all that.
Yeah,
That's a lot of people.
it's a very storied rivalry that's going on.
But it's all around trios, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
I'm predicting summer 2021. That's when they'll bring out the trio belts.
Trios
I
turn.
think I have a feeling by the end of 2021. I think they still have a lot more time to build more. I don't know who they need to establish more,
And you have
trios.
to get through the women's tournament first. You can't be having 2 tournaments at the same time.
That's the thing, yeah.
By the way, first match announced for that: Rio versus Serena Deeb.
Coming soon.
Coming. I'm wondering how long coming soon. Like when? Like what? Next month?
Super vague.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 2 or 3 weeks. I can't imagine it be that long. They wouldn't be advertising if it was good.
So wait, so Hikaru Shida's going to be off TV for that whole time?
Huh?
Oh, come on. Like, is she going to be off that time?
Who?
Hikaru Shida, the actual champion.
I wouldn't
No,
think.
she'll still wrestle.
I think she's still selling the bite on her neck.
Yeah.
She's going through anti-zombie therapy.
Probably, but
Listen,
can we get to talking about the Britt Baker Shayna match? I think that's her name.
Yep.
I listen. This was a good women's match. It was built really well, even though we can question the Britt's opponent, what kind of person she is.
we're
But
just talking about the wrestling.
yes, we're talking about the wrestling. Um, but it was, you see how it was very much two women that knew how to wrestle. They had an established story, you know, so they can do it. It's just I don't know. I don't know why they can't do it for the champ.
Yeah.
They just don't know what to do with Sheeta. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's, and I don't know that I can blame it on Sheeta, but like we do have a situation where lots of people that have been in the business a long time have control over their characters and their story to an extent. And so it makes me wonder if like she's not coming up with her own ideas, or if someone's just booking all this for her and she says okay, and that's what that's what she'll go out there and do, because she is capable of a lot and she's capable of more than they're letting her do.
I mean, she's a cosplay. Like she loves doing cosplay. They never had
Exactly.
like a person. They never had somebody that does cosplay. Like they could dress up as like their opponent or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Leva
You
Bates, I
know.
can do that too. That's what she was famous for.
Yeah, so why not
So,
let her do something like that? I mean, maybe you save that for her heel character, and this is just how she's always going to be as a babyface. But I would like to see some kind of evolution of her character instead of just being this badass um, with a kendo stick.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So then we also had Cody Rhodes responding to Shaquille O'Neal's challenge. Brings out Red Velvet. They challenge to do a tag match with Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm excited for is Jade versus Red Velvet. I don't want Shaq versus Cody. I'm sorry. I mean,
I'll take
like,
it. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful, Orlando. It's going to bring people to the show.
well, because I read a quote from Eric Bischoff, which is interesting. I don't know if you will agree with this. He's like saying like, um, they should not try to be like WWE too much, because what they're doing is that they're bringing a lot of celebrities that were in WWE because they were featured a lot. Like Mike Tyson. You remember him from the Attitude Era when he had that face off with Austin. They kind of repeated that with Jericho. you know. Then they had Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg always comes in and he always like wrestles with some of the guys. He just did a splash on somebody. And Shaq, he was supposed to have a big old match with the Big Show, but it never happened. Now look what's happening here. He's having a match with a wrestler. So
I hear you. First, I don't think Snoop had any business coming off the top ropes. I think you could have come up with something a lot cooler than that. And the Snoop splash, that was interesting. I wouldn't have booked it that way. But what is interesting about talking about this in this week is when the WWE decides to go to the Peacock network, and ESPN says that they're not going to cover them anymore. I bet they'll be pretty quick to show Cody versus Shaq on SportsCenter.
Oh, of course.
And like that kind of crossover stuff that basically WWE already has, and lots of people already have in their mind whether they pay attention to WWE or not. Like lots of people still know who The Rock and Cena and all these people are. So it's going to be interesting to see AEW get some mainstream exposure like that, and they need it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys imagine Shaq doing a frog splash off the top rope to Cody?
Oh God, no! God, no! He has bad knees as it is.
I'd rather see him put him through a table.
I think that's probably what's going to happen. Watch
a propped up table and not picking him up and slamming him.
No, he's probably going to do that.
Yeah, it'll just be him throwing and then Cody throwing himself into a table. That's what it's going to be. But I'm fine with it. Shaq versus Cody tables match. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. But I'm anxious to see Jade. I'm still anxious to see how Jade is going to be like in Red Velvet. happy for her. She's getting a big opportunity like this. So
Yeah. So then we also had in a very kind of weird segment, Sting and Darby Allin in that warehouse kind of environment, breaking some windows, talking about their match.
ooh, look, I'm breaking tables. Now I'm a street. I'm a
I'm a
street
hoodlum.
thug.
I'm a
I'm a
hoodlum.
hoodlum, yeah. I'm just like, okay, so now he comes back. Okay, like how he came back is nice, but this right here, no, not for
I,
Sting.
I gotta
What's
go
his-
off topic for a second here. You guys, I'm sure you guys don't know if you've seen the movie Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Daniel, did you see that movie?
Of course.
Remember when they get all that money and they get like their Adidas suits and they redo that rap music video?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what you look like right now, Daniel. The Adidas jumpsuit there.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm cool with that. It's my fresh, super fresh jacket. I got it at Costco.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny.
$20. Costco. Get you one.
I'm sorry,
Price
like
is made.
the thought just popped in my head. I'm like, oh yes, here we go.
I'm with that. Like I feel like me triggering something about stoner movies is totally appropriate.
That's funny.
So back to the task at hand. So yeah, that's the first match announced for Revolution.
Mhm.
I think it should
Is that
be decent.
gonna-
Probably be.
Well, they have a full month, so I'm just wondering what are going to be the other matches they're going to announce. So, and
Hey.
that's just to see.
So this whole Sting promo, like even if you don't like what he said, like take the words out of it. The shot was really cool, and I think
Yeah.
that we're getting a preview of what the cinematic match is going to look like, and I think it's a good thing. I think
Okay.
it's going to look really awesome. Like whether you like the wrestling or what's going on, like actual, like in terms of actual cinematography, it's going to be a really cool looking match. Be fun to watch.
I like how you said that. Cinematography.
Cinematography. Yeah.
As far as other
Uh,
matches, I think the Young Bucks are gonna face the winner of that tag team battle royal next week.
It's going to be the Bucks versus the Good Brothers. It's already written.
Yeah.
I see it with that. Come on now. They should have not teased that from that main event. I'm sorry.
And that
They
annoys
should
me.
have yeah, exactly. They could have teased it like maybe a different time or not teased it at all. I don't know.
What if they make a title versus title?
I don't know if the Bucks want to hold the Impact titles.
Who says the Bucks is gonna win?
But I don't know if I could see the Good Brothers in AEW holding those titles and then doing double duty. I don't know.
I don't like this. I mean, can we? I guess we're going to talk about the Dark Order match now.
Okay, sure.
Like since this all goes into it, like what story are we telling here? Because you're going to set all this up for them to be on a team together. Okay, we can pick all of our own opponents. Like, are we getting a finger poke of death situation? And why are they guys that obviously have a past together? They're coming together for the first time in years. Why are they beating a team that's like the strongest unit you have on your show? Like, think about it. Like, as a team, like
Wait. Am I hearing it's sounding like a WWE booking kind of scenario?
It kind of is. It kind of is.
Listen, okay, here's how I feel about it. I'm not liking it, the storyline. I'm just wanting already them to pull the trigger and the Bucks to face the Good Brothers. Because that's where they're going with. I don't like this whole them being tweeners and them still trying to be friends, because Don Callis is trying to separate Omega from the Bucks, which it's going to happen.
I just don't. I don't know what they're doing here. Like, it really felt like probably the first time since I started watching AEW that they've misstepped on their storytelling, and I'm fully suspected.
Well, no, because wasn't the Bullet Club a very powerful, strong faction?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So probably that's why, like, because they were all together, like, their moves that were like they were all still in sync, you know. So
I mean, I guess
Maybe
if like
maybe there's something down the road more that this is gonna tie into.
they said Bullet Club, by the way. JR said Bullet Club. He used the words Bullet Club.
So
so
did
did
the Good Brothers.
uh-huh. And then I like the fact that they use like a WWE kind of like promo thing where they like beat up John Moxley. It's like beat up John Cena, you know.
Did you guys notice that Colonel Anderson called Doc Gallows Luke Gallows? Oops.
Oopsie.
Well, I
And
mean, like, okay, so wait. So is Luke Gallows? Does he own the rights to that full name, or is that his actual name?
no, I don't know what his real name is. I know out of WWE he goes by Doc Gallows because WWE owns Luke Gallows.
Or so they say.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be paying some fines this week.
They don't care. They're saying that they're making some good money, so they could pay it.
Yeah, I think Tony Khan's fine with paying fines.
But
Also,
no,
I
it
thought
was
it
a
was
good.
kind of interesting to see Dark Order come out of the babyface side of the tunnel. I missed last week's episode, so I didn't get to see it then.
Well, and also, they're now working a lot more better. Like this main event was really good. Like
Yeah,
for all four of them to really work in sync together, it was really good. Like
definitely.
I even thought they were gonna give them the win. I was like, oh, they're about to give them the win, you know, but no, they didn't. Hmm.
All right, so how would you guys rate Dynamite this week?
Oh wait! Before we continue, what are your predictions for the Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford wedding? That's gonna happen next week.
Ugh. Someone from the outside is definitely going to get involved.
Yeah, I feel so too. It's gonna be a hot mess. I can't wait.
I mean, Orange Cassidy's definitely getting involved somehow.
Oh, of course.
And then I think Miro orders, Charles to beat him down.
But he doesn't, and then I think Trent comes back.
Someone's coming out of a cake.
And it's not Miro this time.
That's my prediction. Orange Cassidy
Oh, you know
comes out
what?
of a cake.
I bet you I bet Miro is loving this because he knows for a fact that he's gonna be doing the best thing for this wedding scenario segment to show that it's a better segment than that wedding that his wife had in WWE.
If I see Orange Cassidy stand up in a motherfucking cake, I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard.
You just begin a text. God damn it, Daniel.
It's gonna be awesome. I hope they do that.
Oh my
And if
god!
anything else happens, I'll be disappointed.
I can't wait.
Wait, what if Miro turns on Kip and power bombs him through a cake?
I'm cool
No,
with that
that's
too.
I can't see it that I don't see it yet because they're still buddy. Like I
Yeah.
don't think they're. I'm thinking the one who's gonna turn is gonna be Kip turning on Miro because Miro is getting more popular than Kip. So they're gonna have to really
Something with the wedding goes wrong, and that's when they turn on each other.
probably yeah.
What if Penelope turns and then she's the new Lana for Miro?
Well, I don't know about that.
I don't want it to
I don't
happen.
know.
I'm just
No, but I don't know if Lana will accept that because they're not together. I don't know,
Hmm.
but hey, listen, it's wrestling, you know. We shall see what happens. Mhm. But yeah, rating AEW, I give it a 7. It was a good show.
I like that.
Yeah, same. It wasn't bad, but wasn't all that spectacular. So I'd say between 7.5.
I don't think it was supposed to be great though. I think it was just supposed to be a good, solid, connecting the dots on storylines. Just leading us up to big stuff. Like there wasn't anything major that happened on this show necessarily, but there were some questions. We did get some new stuff with Hangman, and so yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just
And
another
plus, they were
good
setting up a
episode.
lot of things. They're setting up for their pay-per-view and their special episodes that they're doing in the next couple of weeks. So
Beach break.
Yeah, beach break.
Beach break.
They're doing a 2-night, right? It's next week and the following week, right?
I think it's just one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Beach break.
All right. So we'll move on to NXT. I didn't get to watch the whole thing yet, but I do have the match card in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is out of order as well for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to see if I can get it back in order.
I got it in order.
Huh?
I had
yeah, if
these
you want
in
to.
order, and I didn't watch very much of it, so maybe I could read them off, and then y'all can tell me
Sure.
what happened.
Sure, go for it.
MSK versus Killian Dane and Drake Maverick, starting off the
Very
show.
good match. Very good match. Maverick and Dane are really working well together. I like the dynamic of their odd couple kind of scenario. It's very good.
This is the first time I've actually seen MSK wrestle, or formerly the Rascals, and I was impressed the way they can move and the way they flow.
That's a lot more crisp than, their stuff in Impact. I'm sorry to say, but I like it. It's
I
very
think
good
they're.
stuff.
I think
Go
the
ahead,
match
I'm
was
sorry.
good. Oh, go ahead.
Orlando.
No, I said it was a good match. I like the fact that MSK won. I would have hoped there was Maverick and Dane, but
I think they're going to push these guys to the moon. It seems like they'll definitely be one of the last teams in the tournament if they don't win it. They're like the constant video packages that they're getting. It looks like they're really taking the time to make sure that they, seem like a big deal, which is really cool.
which is shocking that they never won Tag Team Gold at Impact.
They're so good. Maybe they didn't have to.
I don't think they win the Dusty Classic. Maybe they make it to the finals, but I think usually they reserve the team that wins, people that are ready to move up to Raw or SmackDown.
I want to see some Grizzled Young Vets versus MSK. That's my fantasy match for this
Ooh,
tournament.
yes, no, I agree with that.
Let's see. There's some couples footage of Pete Dunne dropping off the tag team champions. Video package of Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, who I think will probably go far.
It's either gonna be Raquel and Kai or Ember and Shotzi that's gonna win.
Mm-hmm. I would have to.
I think in the fantasy break I had that as my finals, but I had a Dakota and Raquel winning it.
Yeah. Yes, because I'm hoping that Naya and Shayna wins because I want a Naya versus Raquel match. Ooh. Those two big girls. Ooh. Yes. But I know they're not going to do it. Hell, hey, look, if it's Raquel and Dakota Kai and they're facing Asuka and Charlotte, ooh.
Yeah.
That should be good. That should be good.
So they're facing Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro next week. And we talked about them possibly winning the whole tournament. So how do they book this?
I don't know because of how they're. Yeah, go ahead, Sarah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think here.
If they want Casey and Caden to look strong, as a tag team, maybe have them dominate most of the match, but Raquel and Dakota have to cheat to win.
Probably, yeah, maybe.
Another question for you: who injured Kurt Stallion?
I don't think it's the Decado de Fantasma. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's Karrion Kross.
You think that's what the tarot card was about?
Yeah, because remember, the Cruiserweight champion, he talked about Karrion Kross in his promo last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when he got and then when Scarlett was reading tarot cards, and then the tarot card showed up in his bag, I'm thinking he's gonna probably murder all three of them. Oh God!
I mean, he doesn't qualify for the belt, does he?
No, of course not.
Yeah. So
He
you
could
think
cost him the title and then like injure him, and then he's out of action for a few weeks. You know.
let's see what else we got here.
Let's talk about Dakota Kai and Raquel versus Aaliyah and Jesse Cameo.
Yes, go into that, and then we'll talk about more about Scarlett and Karrion Kross because I have an idea.
Okay. I like the team of Aaliyah and Jesse. It's fresh, it's new. I think they should continue teaming because, Aaliyah's very young. She's like in her mid-20s. And I'm thinking also Jesse is in her mid to late 20s, I think.
I think mid-20s, mid to young 20s.
Yeah. So that's a good little tag team right there. They're working really well.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good match, let me tell you. It was a very competitive match. I thought that it made me feel like, Dakota Kai was going to turn on Raquel, or Raquel was going to just walk off of this match because like she's bigger than this.
No.
I mean,
the two
I think
work well together.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, but we shall see.
So I have an idea for a mixed tag match. I really want to see Bray when he comes back with Alexa versus Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux, and it'd be the first time we see Scarlett wrestle. What are your thoughts on that?
Interesting. I would rather replace Bray and Alexa with Keith Lee and Mia Yim.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't think that she's so busy with Retribution, though. How could she possibly find time to pull away?
What do you mean? That's Reckoning. That's not Mia Yim.
Yeah. Okay.
But here's the thing. I don't know if she's gonna wrestle or if they're holding her off for something, or they're holding her off for the main roster because
Royal Rumble entry.
Maybe.
And they need bodies.
Entry number 29, Scarlett.
No. Or 2013.
That's Alexa. 30. That's gonna be Alexa.
You think that's Alexa?
I think it's Alexa's number.
Maybe, yeah.
Alexa's the 30th entrant in the men's Rumble.
Mm-hmm. And then destroys everybody, like sets the ring on fire.
Yeah, sets everyone on fire. And they just run out of the ring and she wins.
Yeah, pretty much. Could you imagine that?
Should be challenging Goldberg for the world title.
I'm all about it.
And everybody's cheering, Alexa!
Tegan Knox will be appearing on Brie Larson's YouTube channel for a workout episode, so go check that out. That's going to be fun.
Yes.
Did I think they said that she's coming along well from her injury? So I don't know when.
She said she's ahead of schedule, but they didn't really say what the schedule was.
Okay, so when was the tournament? When was Candace facing Io? That was like when October, September, October.
I want to say I thought it was midsummer when she got hurt.
Ooh, we skipped over all that.
What?
Or maybe not. Maybe that's next. Because
no. It was in the. Yeah, it's a little bit later on, but that's fine. But yeah, no. So let's just say it was September time, okay, that she got injured. Tegan. That would put her 5 months.
You're right. Yeah, she was injured October 9th or 10th.
Okay, so if she's ahead of schedule and like an ACL is like what, 9 months out?
8 to 9, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe so it's right now what, 3 months? 4 months?
3 months, yeah. It's been roughly.
Yeah, so she could come back maybe not the next takeover, but maybe like a NXT show. Like probably like in April, like probably when WrestleMania is going to happen. They could probably bring her back at that time.
9 months would have been June.
And if she's ahead of schedule, that means it could be April.
Maybe see her for Money in the Bank.
Maybe.
That's all for this week's edition of Steiner Math. Tune in next week.
Anyways, I
Tyler
want to talk
Russ.
about the Grizz.
Tyler Russ absolutely destroyed someone. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Well, the guy that he was working with, he was giving him some off. He was getting some defense in. You know.
I'm pulling up these results here, and they don't even. This poor guy, they don't even give his first name. It just says 3 question marks with the last name Rios.
Dante Rios.
Dante Rios.
Dante.
Oh, by the way, he's gonna. I just saw his picture. I saw him. He's gonna be at the GCW marathon. He has a match.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. So we'll probably see him.
That starts tomorrow, doesn't it? At what, 6 o'clock?
I think so, or 9 p.m. I don't know.
One of those numbers that's in the middle of 1 through 10.
Yes.
Let's see here. What's next? Yeah, okay. So now let's talk about Grizzled Young Vets and Leon Ruff and Kushida, which I did see this match, and I was upset that it had to happen because I didn't want anyone to lose.
No, I'm actually happy that actual tag team won because and plus it makes the point of what one of them said about you guys are just thrown into together, but we've been a tag team for years, so you know.
And I like that. I mean, often I want the team to win versus the kind of Franken team, unless there's a good reason for it.
Speaking of Franken teams, what about Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa? What are their odds of winning?
They're facing the Undisputed Era, right? So I
think so.
Yeah, because oh my god, that's gonna be so hard.
I mean,
I think it depends where they want to go with Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa. Do they want to bring them together, or do they want them to feud more?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna feud. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a great match with Timothy Thatcher versus Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. Oh my god, that's gonna be so good. Who's on the other side of that bracket?
I don't remember.
Tell you what, I'll pull up that bracket.
Oh no, they'll be facing the Grizzled Young Veterans, whoever wins from Undisputed Era and Thatcher and Ciampa.
Either one of those matches will be good.
Oh, but I want Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher versus Grizzled Young Veterans. Ooh, that one's gonna be good. And they Ciampa and Thatcher, they wrestle a really European type of wrestling. So they would Grizzled Young Veterans will probably give it to them. Ooh, that's tempting.
All right, I got it pulled up. So these next matches are going to be Lucha House Party and Legado del Fantasma, which is going to be awesome.
Which I'm thinking it's probably going to be Lucha the House Party is going to win. Because how it's going, it seems like because of they're crossing paths with Killian Cross, I'm thinking he's going to cost. They're going to cost them their title opportunity as well as the championship.
Yeah, I can see that.
I could be wrong, but
MSK versus Drake Maverick and Killian Dane.
That was last night.
Yeah, that was last night.
And
we just said that. Yeah, that was MSK that won. So, but regardless, if it's the Legado del Fantasma or Lucha House Party, whoever wins there, we're gonna have a high flyer versus high flyer match with MSK versus.
MSK versus Lucha House Party. Ooh.
Oh, I know. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. Oh my god, oh my god, whoever wins, oh my god, those matches are going to be so good. Oh my god. It just making me more excited now. just thinking about it.
I don't think they can justify having Tommaso and Timothy or Undisputed Era going over the Grizzled Young Vets. I just don't know how you justify that unless there's shenanigans. So that
There's
has
gonna
to
be.
put them in the
I don't know if it's gonna be shenanigans or because they're still kind of a newer group, and Adam Cole and Roderick Strong are more. They've been tagging for what 3-4 years.
Yeah, but you could have Undisputed Era be Thatcher and Ciampa, but then maybe Birch and Lorcan interfere in their match against Grizzled Young Vets.
Mm,
Oh, that could be it. I like that.
that makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Makes a ton of sense, Sarah. I think that's what's going to happen, actually.
Yeah, but no, it was a good match between Kushida and Roth versus Grizzled Young Veterans. Of course, Grizzled Young Veterans won, and then the post match, I like the fact that it looks like it's going to be Johnny Gargano versus Kushida. Ooh, I'm excited for that match.
Don't say that name.
That was funny though. But no, I thought like, oh my god,
I just said you can't
Austin
say.
Theory. No, but Austin
Kushida.
Theory is playing such a good idiot. It's
It fits him well.
exactly, and especially like his face. It's just like it's like a goofy face, but also a punchable face. That's a rare combination.
All right, so we'll finish up the last two matches where we hit the 1 hour mark. So we had Bronson Reed defeat Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Which that was a good match.
Yeah,
He brought like a Swerve brought a good fight to him. So
I like Bronson
No.
Reed.
I think Swerve's usually pretty good on the mic, but he cut a really awkward promo right before that with the whole fingers pointing at you, how many are pointing back thing. I was just like, I think you got something a little bit better than that, Swerve Scott.
I don't know. Maybe that's what he was able to come up with. You never know.
That's what
I
the
give
Reddit
him
told
a
him to
pass
say.
because he's usually pretty good.
Hmm.
All right, and then we had the main event: Finn Balor teaming up with Kyle O'Reilly against Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan.
I like the match. I don't think it was worthy of a main event, in my opinion. Like that could have been like probably like the start of the show, in my
Yeah.
opinion. You know,
The hot start.
Yeah, hard start. It was a good match though. You know, it was competitive.
Yeah.
I don't know what the story they're doing with Finn and Kyle. It's just like they're doing like that hot like I'm staring at you, you're staring at me. You know, you like me, I like you. Are we gonna do this? What's up? Which I don't mind.
What's up with this dance? I can't take it. This torrid affair. I can't handle it any longer.
Yeah.
Are you asking
No,
if
but
you
it
want
was
to
like-
join the Undisputed Era?
Yeah,
No, but
right.
remember when they were like, remember when they're in the back and then he like comes up to him and it's like he's staring at him. It's like, are you ready? Yes.
I think that
Like, what the-
I think Finn should join. I think that's the way you should start out your next porno that you star in. And I think that I think they should join up together and call it the Undisputed Club.
Probably.
All right,
But
so
that sucks for Bobby Fish. That I don't know, like if he's out of action for a while, that they'll have to add Finn, or is this part of the storyline?
I thought we looked it up. Like I think we thought it was a lot worse than it was.
yeah, he's supposed to be back. It was like a short term kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll say it was
Maybe
like 6 weeks versus what originally was going to be a year, maybe 2 months.
Okay.
I'd be cool with Bobby
Yeah.
Fish showing up and just getting angry and hitting everyone with bats and like it's a no contest and we see like the unraveling evil brainchild of Bobby Fish unfold right in front of us. I'm fine with that.
If you guys go back to the picture, when they win War Games, there's 3 of them standing on one side, and then Bobby Fish is kind of arm's length away. Maybe they're breaking up.
Ooh.
The fish is breaking
Ooh.
loose.
Uh-oh.
Bobby's
Fish
going
is moving away from the school.
But then that means they're gonna break up Undisputed Era. I don't want that. Yeah.
Maybe Finn joins Undisputed Era in replacement.
There's nothing else for them to do. Kyle O'Reilly is getting his own identity as an individual. Adam Cole obviously already has that. Roderick Strong can do anything that you ask him
No,
to.
you know what? You know what? Screw this. They need to just like bring Adam Cole and Finn Balor to Raw where AJ Styles is and form their own kind of club because all three of them were the leaders of the club, of the Bullet Club. They just Vince needs to like, stop like getting like, being paranoid or whatever, and just pull the trigger.
Undisputed
Just-
Club, I'm telling you.
Yeah, exactly. And it would make sense, and I bet you people would love it.
Dude, you could even give it like a really weird kind of like vacation resort, style thing. And they're not Undisputed Club; they're Club Undisputed.
Ooh,
And they
I
wear
like
nice
that.
suits, and they're like it's like Mar-a-Lago all over again. It's real cheesy, and you hate it. And
Too good.
It's too good. I like that.
Give me
See,
Club
look,
Undisputed.
you know something, Vince? Please hire us. We could write the show for you. We can help Raw.
You could probably go to any third grade classroom in any school across America, and they could do a better job with over half of the storylines going on. Those kids are imaginative. This is
Oh my god!
You got a bunch of people that don't watch wrestling writing your show. It's stupid.
Yeah.
They don't even watch the product. That's how sad it is.
I mean, it's and I get why it works that way because Vince does want that kind of like writing influence from people that have maybe done reality shows or stuff that we would call garbage TV, but we still sit down and watch hours and hours of. So he wants that kind of influence.
Mm-mm.
But I would really just rather have wrestling minds writing my shows that I've spent hours watching every month of my life. Because I love you.
Anyways, I think that should. We went way off topic now.
We should go off topic often.
Yeah, we should.
All right. So this sounds like a good place to stop. After actually, what would you guys rate NXT last night for what you saw?
6.5, 7. Like maybe 6.25.
It wasn't better than Dynamite. It wasn't worse. So yeah, it's also a 7.
I'll agree with that. All right, guys, don't forget to check us out. Actually, this coming weekend, Saturday night, we got our first trivia show. It'll be called Excuse Me. These two clowns will be competing with somebody else.
Excuse you. Excuse you? No,
Am I wrong?
excuse me.
Excuse me. Excuse Me is the name of the show. That'll be Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch it on YouTube or right here on Facebook, like usual.
Yes.
Sunday, we will be doing a Royal Rumble preview at some point when all our schedules line up. Also, check us out on Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, BuckleBombEntertainment.com, all the usual
We're
spots.
everywhere. We're everywhere. Please follow us, subscribe, like, comment, please.
Yes. Orlando, where can they find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Orly1985. That's ORLLIE1985. Go ahead and give me a follow, guys.
It's DMC Grizzle. It's Twitch. It's Instagram. It's Twitter.
Have a good night, everyone.